Hello everybody. I just wanted to drop by briefly and give you a personal invitation to a virtual event that we will be having on this coming Thursday, October 16th at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be hosted on our Women Empowered International Incorporated Facebook page as well as YouTube. Maybe it'll also stream on Instagram, but we are going to come together for a time of hope, a time of inspiration, a time of strengthening, a time of fortification, and hopefully this session will propel you forward in life. You know, the theme of the session is called Whispers of Grace, from God's heart to yours. And what we want most is that you will hear from God. You might be feeling a little lost in life. There's a lot happening in the world right now, or maybe the circumstances of your life are discouraging, and so you know you don't see a way forward, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, we have three amazing women who will come on to share their lived experiences, their stories, what they have learned, their journey, and how God brought them to the place where they are right now. And so why Whispers of Grace? You know, it makes me think about the song that says, grace that is greater than all my sin. And you know, the word of God says, where sin abounds, grace does much more abound. So, you know, I want to encourage us that no matter where you are, where you have been, what you have done, what you've experienced, what was done to you, nothing is wasted in the Lord's hands. And there is an abundance of grace that God is getting ready to overwhelm your life with. And so grace is available to each and every one of us. And when I talk about grace, I'm just basically talking about God's inexhaustible supply. You know, God's goodness, or like they like to say, we hear people say it often, you know, God's riches at Christ's expense. Grace is just all that God has made available to us. And so that there is grace that is available for every single situation in your life. Every circumstance, whatever you face, grace is available. And for some of us, we see the grace of God, but then for some of us, it might just be a whisper. You know, it might be that God is speaking to you, but it's not with thunder and lightning and a strong, bold voice, but there is a prompting and there is a leading, and there is a whisper of grace that we need you to turn in that direction.